you do?
Hi, I'm Doug Makishima with Summitech. I'm Chief Sales and Marketing Officer, and we're demonstrating our Odience platform, which is a 360 8K live streaming platform that's immersive and interactive. It's immersive in that it's a full 8K 360 stream. We use mobile edge compute in order to save bandwidth and make it feasible, because 100 megabits over the mobile network would be impractical. So by using edge computing and tiling, we're able to only transmit what the user is looking at that point in time. So I'll note that we won the Native Edge Application of the Year award here.
Right.
For our applications. So this is iOS, we have Android, we have VR goggles support, and also web, just a web.
So by only rendering what you're viewing, you're saving the bandwidth and all the other stuff that doesn't need to have to come in and everything.
And you can see it's seamless.
Oh my goodness.
And the reason is because with 5G you have very low latency. So we call it a motion to photon delay. The motion meaning moving the field of view to the edge computing, and then back, photons coming off the screen. So hence motion to photon delay is only 30 milliseconds. 30 milliseconds is the magic number because that's less than one frame in 30 frames per second. And you can see that here, it's completely fluid.
And if it's faster than that, you get like sick or something. Is there an optimum number that you have to go to, or is it just faster the better, the faster the better?
Faster than one frame. If it's one frame, then you'll notice a little bit of quality degradation as you swipe left and right, or as you move. If you're wearing the VR goggles, then you'll see the same type of quality. The other thing you'll notice is that everything is always in HD, even if I zoom in. And the reason why is because the native stream is 8K. It's a 360 8K stream. So when I'm looking at on the screen, it's usually HD, maybe slightly higher on an iPhone. On the Oculus, it's about 720. So you're always going to get that level of quality because the native stream is 8K. So whenever you zoom in, we can show you that level of resolution based on the native stream. So, and it's fully interactive, so it's two-way. You can invite people up on the video wall, so the front-facing camera will become active, and then I will be showing up on the video wall. I can actually, if you're participating with a friend, you can actually do a video call, like a FaceTime call, and it'll be a picture-in-picture on the screen.
All through the phone. Do you have to kind of have the phone set apart to get your whole body, or you just have your face, or whatever?
Well, if you're very close to it, of course, it'll just show your face. But it's also e-commerce enabled. So you notice these QR codes throughout. You long press on the QR code, and it pops a shopping chatbot preloaded with all of the items that the presenter. You notice there's a little iPad there. The presenter controls the whole event. On the tablet is a web portal. So our whole platform, the Odience platform, is cloud native. All the production, all the streaming.
Was this a real event, or did you just kind of?
This is a real event, but this is called a restream, so it's not currently live, but it's archived. But the good thing about the restreams is that it's still interactive, so I can contribute comments, I can chat with another participant. Right now it's just me in this restream, but if you join the restream, we can interact, we can chat, we can video call each other. We can notify if this is a brand or a retail store. We can say somebody's watching a restream. We can have a representative from the store available for chats or calls if you have questions about the product.
So this is like a home shopping network or something like that show where people are going through various products and.
This example, right?
This example,
shopping,
right?
And
what are the use cases?
And Lisa Chang, she's actually from the Shopping Channel in Canada.
Okay, all right.
So other examples, it can be a sporting event, it can be a concert.
Remote participation too. So what happens is that even at the event itself, you can have video walls of all the users connected. Whereas television is unique, one-way directional, right? In this case, all the users can be actually at the venue on video walls, interacting with the hosts and the other models and so forth. So it's remote participation two-way.
Okay, and you can use avatars or yourself or however you want to do it. Right?
Here's another use case. So this is a concert.
Both my ex and my boyfriend showed up to my show, and it was very awkward.
That's spicy. That's like a.
How is this? Is this an interview? Or
well, this is Stacey Ryan. She is a Canadian singer-songwriter that she really blew up on TikTok at the end of last year, over 2 million followers. We brought her into the studio and we did this, we called it a jam and Amma. So it was a jam, she was playing her songs, but it was an Amma, an Ask Me Anything. But unlike on TikTok and Instagram, when you do an Ask Me Anything, and you have the little text box and your followers ask a question, and then an hour later, the next day.
It's asynchronous.
Yeah, this is live. So when people started asking questions, and here people are asking questions on the chat scroll, and the presenter is reading them off and she's answering them. And we have this concept of the front row. So this is this little iPad you see here. We can bring somebody from the remote audience onto this iPad, and she can interact directly with that participant. And in fact, later in the show, we do that, and she's able to interact, and the person is able to ask a question directly, and then they take a selfie. So basically, it takes a picture of her and a picture of you from the front-facing camera, and creates a composite image, and she can autograph it. You can even make an NFT out of that.
Right.
So,
Wow, how funny.
so this is just an example, right? You can do a live sporting event, you can do esports, you can do mega concerts, you can do conferences like this. It's applicable
So
to
do
any type
people
of live
come to
event.
you and say, hey, we got a particular business problem that we want to do, or we have a vision we want to execute? Or did the technology start evolving and then people say, oh, I could do this kind of show, or I could do that kind of show? Like, what kind of customers came to you, or what did you think of addressing kind of business problems customers had?
Well, I mean, this was our vision 5 years ago, and it was admittedly ahead of its time back then. But now everything is VR, edge, cloud, metaverse, e-commerce. During the pandemic, of course, everything, the digital transformation finally happened, and people were doing online shopping. They know how to use QR codes. They're, ordering even food to be delivered. So I think that streaming, the online e-commerce, the digital transformation finally was pushed forward, pushed through in a kind of a breakthrough. And now people want more than just passive streaming that they get today. They want two-way interactive, they want e-commerce enablement. And then in terms of customers, we're working closely with mobile operators, with the hyperscalers like Amazon and Microsoft. So we work with Amazon AWS Wavelength, we work with Microsoft Azure MEC. You saw here we were doing a lot of this, the live demo on Verizon's 5G network, using AWS Wavelength, their MEC solution. So the customers could be an operator. We could partner with the hyperscalers. We're working with some large brands and retailers. It could be a concert venue. And the business models vary from percentage of the door or the gate to revenue sharing off of product sales, in-stream e-commerce, to advertiser-supported models.
And what kind of intelligence, or if any, can you build into the stream? I mean, is there a kind of, I'm just kind of broadly speaking, kind of AI analytics on the stream that you could do kind of real-world type of applications on the stream itself,
absolutely.
or
So,
on the edge devices where this is...
Yeah, great question. So the shopping chatbot that I showed you, that's just one microservice that we offer. So we've created some of our own, like the shopping chatbot. We have a poll bot, so you can do an interactive poll. You can gamify and run a contest. But your imagination is the limit. You can. It's basically unlimited platform because we have an API for microservices. Now AI, we actually already use AI for analytics because the retailers, they want the analytics. But also, in place of QR codes, sometimes we'll do product placement on the video wall, or even just in the stream itself. And if you long press on one of those, the AI recognizes what that is, maps it to one of the existing products that you uploaded from your e-commerce catalog. So AI is actually in use today, and we have other visions in terms of how we'll use AI going forward.
So do you have a kind of vision of the kind of ultimate event that you'd like to do, like global stadium or a huge esports with two-way Twitch or something like that? Do you have a vision of that's would be a technical challenge, but it'd be so cool? Do you have, after you've seen all of this possibilities?
For me personally, I'm actually a professional race car driver on the side. So in the car, broadcasting event in full 360, interactive. Of course, two-way. You don't want to talk to the driver while they're driving.
But even the pit crew can be given instructions and monitoring the car.
You can have it in the garage. People would love to see that in a Formula One or IndyCar. When the car comes in, the pit crew is working on it, and after the car goes back out, what's the conversation like? What's the mood like? What are they doing behind the scenes? Right. You can have
a little bit of therapy on the driver.
So that's just a personal wish list. But the thing is that for scale, because we're working with the operators and because we're working with hyperscalers, all this orchestration, all of these spinning up of VMs and containers, right? That's all happening automatically and at carrier scale. So whether it's a small creator, Instagram influencer that has, doing a show, it's 10, 100, 1,000 followers at once, or if it's a mega concert where there's 1 million participants, we can scale up at operator scale. And because it's backed by AWS or Azure, of course they can handle that kind of load.
Right. Oh, that's fantastic. So where can people go and find more information about you guys? And how big are you, or where are you in terms of your development?
The company's based in Montreal. We're about an 80-person company.
80%?
80%, yeah. And we'll put the website link in the comments there.
Okay. All right, great. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad I caught you guys. All right.